Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's service. And my name is Mitsuko Hayes. I'm chairing today's service. Today is Shotsuki Hoyo monthly memorial service, and will be conducted by our minister, Sensei, Gibbs Sensei, and Alison Yasaki Sensei from Gardiner Buddhist Temple. And technical expert is Alan Goto over there, and also Cassie Kumagai, who is not here. And the organ is this guy. Okay, then let's do, I will lead the reflective reading from the teaching of Buddha. This passage is, for me, it's difficult to exercise. So I just to remind myself for this. Thank you. And please, would you please rise? Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind of the present moment. Namamida Butsu. Namamida Butsu. Namamida Butsu. Sangha, please be seated and turn to the Buddhist book, page 33. Yasaki Sensei will lead the sutra chanting, which is San Butsuge, on page 33.
I will read the names first, the people we're dedicating. That's okay. No, it was my mistake. My mistake. I started you off too early.
Gibbs Sensei will read the names of the people who passed away this month. Thank you, Sensei.
Yeah, thank you, Mitsuko-san. We really appreciate you and Howard being here. I am going to read the names on our Shotsuki Hoyo list. Most of these are the names of past members who supported our temple and because of whom we are here, particularly myself. I wouldn't be able to be here if it weren't for these people. We add anybody that you knew that you care about, and I added one name today, and you'll probably notice that one. It'll become clear during the sermon why I added that name. But there's a couple of people that were friends of the temple here, one name I added, and then we have about 35 people here who made this possible, made this temple possible, made this community possible. So if I may, I will read the names of those who have passed before us, who we have on our October Shotsuki Hoyo list. Fujikawa George Masayoshi. Fujikawa Sekino. Fujiwara Kasue. Fukuyama Margaret. Fukumoto Minoru. Hamano Nitaro. Hida Miki. Hatta Ichi. Hatta Masayuki. Hatta Matsuzo. Inaba Kisaku. Inoue Lin Reiko. Iwata Junsuke. Iwata Morojiro. Kawabata Kiyoshi. Kawamoto Ihe. Kikawa Shizue. Kiriyama Takashi Tek. Konishi Tajiro. Masumoto Denbe. Masumoto Seiichi Sam. Masumoto Tameo, Matsumoto Fukujiro, Morioka Yasutaro, Moriyama Baby, Morris Goodall Valerie Jane, Nakano Hanichi, Nakashimo Yoshiko, Nishikawa Chieko, Nishimoto John Osama, Nishimura Chiyoko, Nishimura Noboru, Okumoto Hino, Okura Reverend Kensho, Omura Ayako, Onaga Ryoi, Oshita Shigematsu, Otani Kakichi, Otani Yoshiko, Sato Tome, Shida Etsuji, Shinmoto Sokichi, Shoga Hatsue, Sogi Hatsue, Sugasawana Chiyoko, Sugihara Masaharu, Tanigawa Sakutaro, Ue Tanaka Kiyomi, Watanabe Suma, Watari Kunsaku, Yamada Roy, Yamanaka Ryuji, Yamane Genkichi, Yamasaki Etsuzo, Yamasaki Toyo, Yokoyama Noriko, Yonesawa, Yoshio Norman, Yusa Saku, Yusa Magoichi.
No more notes, no more notes, no more notes, no more notes.
Thank you very much. Again, these are the names we currently have on our October Shotsuki Hoyo list. If you lost someone in the month of October, we don't have our list, please let us know. We'd be happy to read their name every the first Sunday of each October in perpetuity, and there is no charge for this.
Thank you, Sensei. Now we'll do the sutra chanting led by Yasaki Sensei, Alison Yasaki Sensei, and please turn to page 33, Sambutsuge.
No more notes, no more notes, no more notes, no more notes, no more notes. Shovu の空語外体無明欲ぬ世尊読む二の四子人徳無量空君古代知恵寿命光明意祖神道大仙願がサブ在所法可能精進未不下脱不正上位解任精進尿税三昧知恵以上合成特部不行志願一切空空一切大安決しうぶ百千億万無量大小収入語者供養一切死と勝負不尿具道検証逆非尿語者勝負世界不影無種節道光明師匠変死小国尿税精進異人難量量がサブ国土第一五種奇妙道場超絶国尿内音二無闘争がと愛民道断一切自法来生心念症状糸が国経絡安の公文神妙税が心象本願の非力少々欲自法世尊知恵無下上如子孫知が信用軽量 心思食読中願用精進忍辱不敬ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブがにしくどく平等性祭道も大心およあんらこNo one notes. No one notes. No one notes. No one notes. No one notes.
Now, Sangha, please rise for Gatha Ondoksan, which is page 146. And then after that, Gibbs Sensei will read devotional reading, loving kindness meditation, page 26. So please keep standing while he reads the devotion reading. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and as Mitsuko-san asked you to, please remain standing. I'm going to read you through one of these readings we don't do too often, page 26, Loving Kindness or Metta Meditation. So please repeat after me with me as I say these. May all beings be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May I be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to me. May I live in peace and harmony. May my family be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my teachers be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my friends be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May strangers be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my enemies be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May all living beings be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Nabutsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you very much. Please be seated.
Now, Gibbs Sensei will give us the Dharma message, everyone matters.
Thank you, Mitsuko-san. Thanks, Howard. Thanks to Howard for playing the organ, and to Alan for recording all this while Ali Sensei and I presented the service. This is our Shotsuki Hoyo service for the month of October, and the service is dedicated to those people whose names I read earlier. We are indebted to them. I am indebted to them. We are indebted to them for this building and this temple and this community, and we will not forget them here. I must again thank my colleagues as well, a videographer and technology expert Alan Goto, certified minister's assistant Allison Yasaki, organist Howard Hayes, and chairperson Mitsuko Yano Hayes. We have all lost people whom we care about. Our family observes the Shogatsu for my wife's father, Reverend Kensho Okura, today. I did announce a theme for this talk, which Mitsuko had seen, which was Everybody Matters, but I changed my theme. As during the composition of the Howa, I came to see that the central theme that emerges is, I feel, therefore I am. In sharp contrast to Descartes. I feel, therefore I am. That theme was suggested to me by something that happened last week, this week actually, a sad event. Anthropologist Jane Goodall died on the first day of the month, of natural causes, unexpectedly, suddenly, here in Los Angeles, here in the greater Los Angeles area. She was 91 years old, and she had lived a valued and a fulfilling life. She was not Buddhist, but she often used a concept drawn from our tradition, sentient being. In Pali, that's satta. In Sanskrit, it's sattva, as in bodhisattva, a being. So a bodhisattva is a being of awakening. But every living thing is a sattva, or a satta, a sentient being. And Jane Goodall took that term from our tradition. She liked it, she understood what we meant by it, and she shared that vision with us. A sentient being is a being that has senses and feels, that senses and feels things. Now, as I mentioned, in European culture, the Frenchman René Descartes is famous for saying, I think, therefore I am, which was, among other things, an attempt to draw a sharp split between body and mind. The body's here, the mind's there, they're just separate, totally separate. He believed that. Now, the Moody Blues, that was mid-17th century, mid-20th century, the Moody Blues took a retake on that and said, I think, therefore I am. I think. You have to add the extra I think. But it's still off base. It's still wrong. It's still not true. Thinking is something that humans like. Human is something about humans that we feel ennobles us, makes us special. Thinking, like making music or painting a beautiful picture or telling an interesting story. These are things that we feel ennoble us, and so we like that about ourselves. We like to be ennobled. We like to think about things that ennoble us, make us feel dignified. And thinking in particular does that for us. Thinking complicated thoughts especially is one of the things that makes us seem elevated and dignified, that makes us feel special. so very special. But we're not. We're just one of the guys, one of the gals, one of them sentient beings. Descartes was very human and very wrong about what's important about us. Thinking, according to René Descartes, which is not, according to the Buddha, what matters most about us. What is important about us is the same thing that is important about other forms of life. We have experience. We experience sensations and feelings. So please allow me to sort of amplify the teaching of Shakyamuni Buddha by, again, referencing our late friend who passed away a few miles down the road this past Wednesday. Anthropologist, primatologist Jane Goodall summed up her career once in this way. I think I'd like to be remembered as someone who really helped people to have a little humility and to value that we are part of the animal kingdom and not separated from it. What matters about us is the same thing that matters about chimpanzees, dogs, cats, spiders, that we sense and feel. Descartes was wrong, Plato was wrong about just about everything. Mind experiencing is not separate from matter. Mind is a biological process. Experience is a biological process. Feeling is a biological process. Sensing and feeling are biological processes that we share with other living beings in this world. Sensing and feeling are ways of realizing that we are linked to other beings in this world. They are not of some separate realm. We are not of some separate realm. Our thoughts and feelings are biological processes. They do not occur in some separate realm over there. We are of this realm. The earth is our mother, our father, our sister, our brother. That might sound naive, but it's not. An important saying that has been attributed to Shakyamuni Buddha by all streams of tradition is, I'm reading a version from a translation of the Dhammapada. All beings tremble before violence. All beings fear death. All love life. See yourself in others. Then whom can you hurt? What harm can you do? When the Buddha tells us to see ourselves in others, he doesn't mean to see others as if they were yourself. He means to see yourself in the other. The Buddha meant that when you see another person, that's you over there. That's you and your mother and your children and your third cousin. We're all one. It really is one interdependent, mutually interpenetrating life. We can't, in our present states, honestly, love every living being, every aspect of this life. I cannot. We can respect and wish each living being well, including our parents, our children, our cousins. Do you like all your cousins? I like all my first cousins. I like all my second cousins. One of my third cousins was Richard Nixon. You might not like all your cousins, but you don't want to wish them harm. I'm sorry you had to deal with that phlebitis thing. I'm not sorry he left office. Do you like spiders? I really don't like spiders very well, but I don't like to harm them, you know. If they don't look too scary, I try to catch them, you know, the cup and the paper, and I get weary of releasing three-legged spiders into the nature, you know, just trying to get them. But I try to do that, but not with black widows. I dispatch black widows presently, you know. But I sometimes feel bad about it. I'll tell you 3 anecdotes about spiders. In Eagle Rock in 1974, my friends went to Mexico to study Spanish for 3 months, and I watched their house. And what they wanted me to do was help them pack up, and then they fly out to Mexico, and I go back to Fresno. But I got a flu, and they had packed everything, you know? So I'm sleeping on the floor of this house in Eagle Rock in a sleeping bag, and there's nothing, you know? And in the middle of the night, I get bit by a spider, pretty bad, you know, big swelling, and it made me a little feverish too. So this is serious. I can't live, I gotta stay in this house, 'cause I'm not well enough to drive back to Fresno yet with the virus that I had. So I gotta take this spider out. But where is he, right? The good news is my friends packed everything up, right? So I just start shoving around what little is left. Oh, there he is, hiding in the corner. He knew I was coming for him. And I took a broom handle and I tried to squash him. He was smart, he jumped to the side. So here I am, the human being, I'm supposed to be smarter, and we're in combat. This is my honored combatant. This is my honored enemy. He did his thing, I'm gonna do mine. But I'm thinking, yeah, I tried to hit him and he jumped to the left. Well, is he gonna think, oh, I'll jump to the right this time? No, he's not that smart. Jumping to the left worked, he's gonna do that again. So I do this, and I just land right on top of him with a broom handle, and he's gone, and you know, I had no regrets. You know, he bit me, I went after him. Had to be done. I'm stuck in this house for another 5 days, as it turned out. He could kill me. You know, I got a fever from it, so it's serious venom. I didn't feel bad about that. I have 2 spiders I killed in the last couple of years that I really feel bad about. I won't go into the one, but I'll give you some advice. Never kill a spider with a knife. Smash them. It was bad. It was a black widow. I really had to, and he was in the house. I really had to get rid of him. But don't ever try to kill a spider with a knife. The second one I regret is a couple months ago. I should have picked him up and took him outside. Just bad moment, you know. And he was in the sink, and so I just flushed a tremendous amount of water down the sink, and he seemed to be gone, right? And then I walked back into that part of the house like 2 hours later, and here's the sink up on the side of the sink. There he is, collapsed, you know. That guy crawled out of these for him were tremendous waves of water, and waited for it was over, and crawled out of all the lint and crap, and crawled up the side of the sink, and I'm pretty sure he died there, you know. And I feel bad about that. It was a sentient being. Why couldn't I take the trouble to go get a glass and a piece of paper? I don't feel bad about the black widow, except the one I killed with a knife. So yeah, black widows in particular, but spiders are among my least favorite animals, but they're still sentient beings. They have feelings, they have experience. I don't want anything to go through that kind of experience of terrible suffering and death. Each of us is the universe coming to know and appreciate itself. Each of us is a way in which the universe comes to know and appreciate itself in a very small package, in a very small and limited package. That sounds flaky, it's true. We're each of us the universe coming to know itself in these small and limited packages. In these small human packages, there is nothing more important than recognizing and valuing, and if possible, nurturing other limited but valuable forms of life, like chimpanzees and cats and dogs. So as I roll towards the conclusion here, I'm going to go back one more time to reference our late friend, anthropologist Valerie Jane Morris Goodall. Anybody know what her favorite animal was? It was a surprise to me. Because, you know, she worked in chimpanzees. People often get her mixed up with Dian Fossey and the great apes. She worked with chimpanzees, and she found out some things about chimpanzees. She found out that they could use tools. Nobody believed that. The academic community would not accept that for like 10 years until she showed the videotapes. They use tools. And the other thing that, you know, we didn't know about chimpanzees until she started to study them is we thought human beings thought that they were vegetarians. They're omnivores, and they actually viciously kill and eat monkeys. So after Jane Goodall studied Chimpanzees for 50 years, they weren't her favorite animal, and you know why? They resemble us too much. They are our closest relative. They, was it 99.something% of our genes are the same. And as she got to know them better, they reminded her more and more of us, and they weren't her favorite anymore. Her favorite animals, she said, were dogs. And she said that her favorite animals were dogs because dogs understood loyalty that she had learned. She had learned a lot about loyalty from them, and that dogs understood unconditional love. And I think that's true. Now, the Buddha taught us to value every living thing, everything that is sentient, everything that has experience, including dogs. Dogs teach us that to be loyal to those you bond with is central, crucial, immovable. And dogs teach us that if you love, love unconditionally. You don't have to love everybody. I did not love my third cousin, Richard Milhouse Nixon, but I never wished him harm. You don't have to love everybody, but you do love people, and the people you love them unconditionally. That's what we can learn from dogs, and that's what I learned from researching Jane Goodall, having seen that she'd passed away just 4 days ago here in the greater Los Angeles area. And these are the thoughts I wanted to share with you this morning. I thank you very much for your kind attention. I will close the Dharma message portion of the service with Gassho and saying of the Buddha's name a few times, as usual, so please join me as you will. We rely upon the source of limitless wisdom and endless life. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sensei, for wonderful message, reminding us the feeling of animals by quoting, by saying about Jane Goodall, really. And this message is I feel close to it because I am an artist, and I feel, therefore I paint, and I paint because I have a feeling, right? And when I go and see the master's paintings, I try to feel what the painters felt when he was painting, she was painting, feeling, yes. Thank you, Sensei. Okay, I will, would you please rise? I will read the rest of the passage from the opening remark. It is worthy to perform the present duty well and without failure. Do not seek to avoid or postpone it till tomorrow. By acting now, one can live a good day. Have a good day. Nam Amida Butsu, Nam Amida Butsu, Nam Amida Butsu. Please be seated. And are there any announcement, Sensei?
You're all going to get home early. I just want to mention there is the festival over at the Japanese Cultural Institute that is already going, and some of us are going to go join it over there. I don't know a whole lot about it. Anybody knows more details, they can come up. But there'll be cultural displays of Ikebana, there'll be some martial arts displays, and there's some good food for sale. And so it's right across from the main post office on Lincoln. Hope to see some of you over there. Other than that, I'll just tell you we're back to the usual functions today, Tai Chi this month. Tai Chi on 1 o'clock Tuesday and Thursday, our services every Sunday at 10, and we do have a meditation class on Tuesday evenings at 6, and an open discussion class Tuesday mornings at 11, usually here on the porch. So hope to see some of you at those activities, and by all means, hope to see you back here again one Sunday. Thank you.
So lastly, I just want to thank you. Thanks, Sensei Gibbs. Thanks, Sensei Ellison Yasaki. And then Ogan, this guy, it's Howard. And then technical, made it possible by Alan Goto today. And beautiful flowers arranged by Kyoko-san. Thank you so much for coming today, and have a good day. Don't postpone it till things till tomorrow. Do it today. Thank you. Thank you so much.